Hey guys, I'm just making a quick video about the teaching practices that follow Tony's Walk assessment task. I've done it this way because I thought it would avoid me taking lots of screenshots and it might be a bit easier for the marker to understand what I plan on doing. So here's the marks for the moderated marks. Sorry, the camera's moving around a bit. And as you can see, we've got 2 students at level 0, 4 students at level 4, and the rest we've got 3 groups of 3, and that's 1, 2, and 3 levels. Okay, so it's quite an even spread. You'd normally expect to see more of a bell curve, but that might be because there's only 15 students in the sample size. So I've decided to differentiate the learning because we've got such a wide variety of abilities in there. So I've thought I'd group the 1s and the 0s together to form a group of 5, the 2s and the 3s together to form a group of 6, and the 4s are doing something by themselves in their own group of 4. So the first group is going to be doing this task on Maths 300. So Maths 300 has actually got software available for teachers, and if you've got a subscription, you can use this software and install it on all your students' laptops. So first asks you to choose some cities. So I'm going to choose Alice Springs, Hobart. Let's choose Mexico City, some that aren't in Australia, and Salt Lake City. And maybe I'll put Brisbane in there too. Okay, once you've selected a couple, you press OK, and it gives you a number of tables. And as you can see, it's actually temperature over time. So time is in months. Okay, and so I would look at this and think, okay, so the ones that get cold in the middle months must be in the southern hemisphere. So these two over here must be Mexico City and Salt Lake City. And I know Salt Lake City gets quite cold, so I'm going to say that's Salt Lake City, and that's Mexico City. And out of the ones that's left, the coldest one would be Hobart, probably. And Alice Springs, I reckon that one's Alice Springs because it's got more, it's a bit more, it's in a desert, it's more extreme. And that just leaves Brisbane. And then you press OK when you're finished, and it gives you a tick if you're right. And so this is a good way for them to see a graph because they're probably more used to seeing this type of graph in the media and in the news, in weather reports and that type of thing. And velocity can be a bit confusing for some students. So that's for the level 0s to 1s. Pretty short activity really. And when they finish that, they could probably go on to do the activity that the level 2 and 3s are doing. So there's 6 students in level 2 and 3s, and they're going to be using this software here, which is this is free. And what you can do, I can actually edit this. And you can change it around. You can make your own graph of position over time. So I'll bring that one right down. Cool. And then once you finish making it, you can actually press play and it animates it for you. Okay, so shows little fish swimming, and I think there's a number of different ones that you can get to animate, different like cars and that. And once they've mastered that, you can actually do velocity. So similar to what was in Tony's Walk. Okay, so that's for the ones that are level 2 and 3. The level 4s, there's 4 students in level 4. They'll be doing this one. So they've got to first go onto this website called graphingstories.com, and they watch one of these stories. Okay, this is height off the ground versus time. Okay, so you see it's going up as he walks up the slide, and it will go down when he starts to slide down. And there's quite a variety of these type of graphs. I'll just quickly show you you've got a heap of them. Okay, and then what I want them to do is I actually want them to create their own graphing story. So they're going to get a video camera and video something. So it might be them shooting basketball hoops, and it might be scores over time or something like that. And they'll film it, and then they've got to get some graphing paper and draw out their graph. So that's the 3 different activities for the 3 different levels that I've differentiated. Thanks for watching. Bye.